What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, I wanted to talk about something that I saw, and I kept forgetting to talk about, with former unified WBA welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, Keith one-time Thurman, who is 30 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 22 wins by way of knockout. He is 33 years of age, 5'7.5", with a 69-inch arm reach. With that said, Keith Thurman, he made his comeback, his ring return after a 2.5-year layoff against former WBA junior welterweight world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, Mario Barrios, or Mexican star boxer, Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios made his debut at the welterweight division. With that said, that took place February 5th of 2022, okay? And since then, we've heard no word from Keith Thurman, right? We've got no indication what's next for Keith Thurman. Now, there was a lot of speculation that after Keith Thurman fight with Mario Barrios, when Keith Thurman, he called out undefeated 3-division world champion, former junior welterweight undisputed world champion, currently the reigning WBO welterweight world champion, who is widely considered by many to be the #1 best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, in Terrence Bud Crawford. Terrence Crawford is 38 wins, no loss, no draw, 29 big wins by way of knockout. He is 34 years of age, 5'8", with a 74-inch arm reach. With that said, Terrence Crawford, he defeated two-time welterweight world champion, superstar boxer Showtime Sean Porter via 10th round stoppage back in November 20th of 2021. And after the fight, Keith Thurman said he saw nothing special in Terrence Crawford. He saw nothing that indicated that Terrence Crawford was the boogeyman or needed to be avoided. He actually saw flaws in Terrence Crawford's game and that he felt like he could highlight and be victorious in. And he stated, "Give me 8 months and I'll fight Terrence Crawford," which was an indication that Keith Thurman would fight his normal schedule, right? When he had his first hiatus in 2017 after he unified the belts against 2-division world champion Puerto Rican superstar boxer Danny Swift Garcia, March of 2017, he was out the ring for 2 years. He came back 2019. He fought January of 2019 against Josito Lopez. Then he fought in July of 2019 against legendary 8-division world champion, iconic Filipino superstar boxer Manny Pacman Pacquiao, right? Which he lost his WBA title. And Keith Thurman, he was stripped of his WBC title due to inactivity, okay? So he lost only the WBA inside the ring. The WBC, he was stripped of the WBC. So with that said, Keith Thurman, that's normal for Keith Thurman to come back, January, February, fight again in July. So when he stated to Terrence Crawford, he'll fight him in 8 months. At the time, that was November. So you say December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. That's 8 months, right? That's on par with Keith Thurman's normal schedule. Well, here we are now, the middle of June. And there's no word what's next for Keith Thurman. There's no indication what's next. Actually, Keith Thurman has been out of sight. And now Keith Thurman has been linked to rising undefeated welterweight superstar title contender Jerron Boots Ennis, okay, who is 28 wins, no losses, no draw, 26 big wins by way of knockout, or is it 29 wins, no losses, no draws? And Jerron Boots Ennis, man, now I'm confused because he just had a fight with Custio Clayton. I think Jerron Boots Ennis, I'm slipping, people. So with that said, Jerron Boots Ennis, right, and Keith Thurman have been linked to one another, okay? And we even had Showtime president of sports, Steven Espinosa, say he would love to make that fight. He's 29 wins, no loss, no draw, 27 wins by way of knockout. He is 24 years of age, 5'10", with a 74-inch arm reach, okay? He just dominated Custio Clayton in his last outing, which was on the undercard, the co-main event to Jamel Charlo Brian Castano Undisputed Showdown. So with that said, right, he's been linked to Jerron Boots Ennis, which all indications point to Keith Thurman not wanting to take the fight, okay? Then you have another welterweight star title contender in Rashidi Speedy Ellis, who stated that Keith Thurman won't accept a fight with him either, right? But then you look at BoxRec, and it says that Keith Thurman is suspended. Now, it was a rough fight for Keith Thurman, but more so his fight with Mario Barrios. It was more rough for Mario Barrios than it was Keith Thurman. Now, Keith Thurman, he did get hurt to the body. He showed his normal vulnerabilities. He's been hurt to the body by Josito Lopez. He was hurt to the body by Luis Collazo. He's hurt to the body by Sean Porter. He's hurt to the body, by all the fights. Manny Pacquiao hurt him to the body. That's normal for Keith Thurman to show vulnerabilities, getting hurt to the body. So it begs the question as to why is Keith Thurman suspended, right? And Mario Barrios is also suspended. So I looked into it, and it said because Keith Thurman had a cut on his lip, and that's why he was suspended. But the fight took place in February, and his suspension is up in June or July, right? But you have another fight that took place, which was unification bout between Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez, okay? Shakur Stevenson, he dominated the fight against Oscar Valdez, okay? And Oscar Valdez, he too was suspended, right? But Oscar Valdez suspension, they fought after. So Keith Thurman suspended until August, okay? According to BoxRec, Keith Thurman has been suspended until August, right? Now, here's where the confusion comes in, okay? Because Shakur Stevenson, he's not suspended, okay? And again, Keith Thurman suffered a cut on his lip, but it wasn't bad to the point where he needed to be suspended. Mario Barrios was also suspended, right? But why was Mario Barrios suspended? Right? Because he took some punishment. Shakur Stevenson is not suspended, right? Well, he didn't take any punishment, right? Oscar Valdez, his suspension is up June 15th. So, Oscar Valdez suspension, and he fought Shakur Stevenson in April. So, they fought after Keith Thurman, way after Keith Thurman. And yet, Oscar Valdez, he comes off of suspension tomorrow. Keith Thurman doesn't come off suspension until August? So he's been suspended from February to August? But Shakur Stevenson, and they fought in Vegas as well, right? But they're not suspended. They're not suspended. Shakur Stevenson is not suspended. Oscar Valdez come off suspension tomorrow, okay? And like I said, Oscar Valdez, he took more punishment in his fight than Keith Thurman took against Mario Barrios. Like I said, Keith Thurman, he's shown his normal vulnerabilities is when you go to the body. When you go to Keith Thurman's body, he's shown that he's susceptible to being hurt to the body. That's normal. So for Keith Thurman to be suspended until August 5th, okay, and he fought February 5th. But Oscar Valdez, who fought Shakur Stevenson, is off of suspension. He took, again, I can't say this enough, Oscar Valdez took more punishment than Keith Thurman in the fight. Shakur Stevenson was painting Oscar Valdez. He absolutely was painting Oscar Valdez, painting him. Okay? So Mario Barrios and Keith Thurman are suspended to the same exact day. Oscar Valdez is off suspension tomorrow? And the only explanation they have is for Keith Thurman is that he suffered a cut on his lip, which is going to see Keith Thurman out the ring and suspended until August? That's so confusing to me. It's so very confusing to me. I don't understand how Keith Thurman is suspended until August, and Oscar Valdez is off suspension tomorrow, and he fought Shakur Stevenson in April, 2 months after, almost 3 months, because he fought April 30th. Okay, they fought April 30th. Keith Thurman fought February 5th. It's almost a month apart, 3 months apart. So is this, people are starting to speculate. Is there an issue with the testing? Is that part of the reason why Keith Thurman is suspended? Or Mario Barrios is suspended? Because there's no way 3 months after Keith Thurman, nearly 3 months, because they nearly fought in June, April 30th. I mean, they nearly fought in May. They fought April 30th. Keith Thurman fought February 5th. That's almost 3 months, a week separating them from 3 months apart. And yet, Keith Thurman is suspended 2 months after Oscar Valdez? August 5th is when Keith Thurman comes off of suspension. Oscar Valdez comes off of suspension June 15th. Tomorrow, Oscar Valdez is off of suspension. I don't understand this. And the only explanation is Keith Thurman suffered a cut on his lip. Again, Oscar Valdez took way more punishment in the fight. So if it was due to punishment, the amount of excessive damage he took, then he should not be suspended longer than Oscar Valdez. So what's the underlying issue that's going on here? This begs the question. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.